Hey everybody, I'm Adam,
I'm Michael.
and today we're going to talk about our Lord and Savior, Disney,
Oh, wasn't expecting that.
because we're born in Ohio.
I had a very quizzical look for you. I was like, what? You just said
I was debating Lord and Savior or Supreme Leader.
it's either fits. Now either fits. They
Yeah.
own everything.
They do own everything. But before we go to that, our main topic of Disney and talking about Disney and the Fox acquisition and all that shit, I would like to talk about the fact that I went and saw a fucking movie.
And I have not seen it.
Yeah. So congratulate me. You can't say shit today. Karen and I saw How to Train Your Dragon: The Hidden World, which is the final movie.
It's the third one, right?
Yeah.
I didn't even see the second one.
I think it's a good series.
I don't dislike it. It's got Gerard Butler. I love him.
Yeah, he's great.
That poor bastard's stuck in. He's going to be turning into a Nicolas Cage type deal thing. He's like stuck in this rut of choosing weird ass movies. And what's with all his apocalyptic movies, man? That's all he's doing is apocalyptic movies on top of voiceover.
He's gotten typecast, I think.
I love him.
No, I do too. I think he's great. But now he's like, what is it? Like London has fallen and like...
Yeah, like there's what was the space, some sort of, something to do with hurricanes or some shit, and he's on some satellite in space trying
I
to
don't
save
know.
the world. Who watches these?
he just wants a paycheck probably, and that's fine.
I think he was just in one with Gary Oldman. What the fuck is Gary Oldman doing? That was like some submarine thing or something. Another end of world.
He got his Oscar. He's done. He doesn't care anymore.
Yeah.
We'll say like when we walked into the theater, because it's already been out for a few weeks. There wasn't many people in there, but it was on the deal day where movie tickets were $4.99.
Oh, nice.
And Karen and I walk in there with our 24-ounce beers. There's a bunch of moms with their kids. I'm like, yeah, we're fucking classy.
Did you have more than one?
No, but it was. Damn. I mean, it was a 24. I mean, it's essentially 2 cans of beer.
It'd have been better if you stumbled out in front of all these kids.
Yeah,
Pushed them out of their way, hand palmed their face, moved
Yeah.
them. Yeah, that'd been sweet. I could see Kara doing that.
Yeah. I think Kara has taken your criticism of our lack of movie watching to heart,
Oh, good.
because she was like, this Cinemark movie club, we should join that. I was like, oh yeah? She's like, yeah, like your ticket's $8.99 and you get a guest ticket of $8.99, which is cheaper than going out to a normal show, which is like $12. And she's like, we should see like 1 or 2 movies a month.
Nice. Very
I was
nice.
like, look at you. She's like, I'm tired of that Mike motherfucker. Always fucking talking shit.
Claire comes back Saturday, so we should try to get our movie thing in.
Yeah, she was trying to, like, Kara was wanting to know we were rescheduling that.
Yeah, hopefully. I think maybe next week. Yeah, I'm guessing. I haven't seen my wife in a week, so.
Usually that would be cause for alarm, but not in this relationship. It's cause for celebration.
Celebration is a very good word.
So I guess How to Train Your Dragon, I thought it was good. I recommend it. I think it's a good closure to that story, because I do believe this is the last they're not going to do anymore.
Speaking of that, did you watch a Toy Story trailer?
Yeah.
I have no interest in that movie.
It looks fine. It looks like,
It's the same fucking story. Someone runs away or someone falls out of a window or someone whatever, and they have to go fucking find them and chase them and bring them back. I mean, how do you not come up with a different story? Shit, have them be a box of toys that get sent to Goodwill.
Well, I think what they're trying to do that makes this one a little different is this whole side story of him. Basically, it's like a toy museum where he sees Bo Peep or something, and I think it's about like the role of a toy. Like, is it to make the one kid happy, or is it better to be at this place where all these kids could enjoy?
See
the
them
toy.
through some glass and
Well, no, I think the kids were like playing with them and shit. But I don't. My biggest problem with it is like the third one. It was a great ending for that. Why continue it? And the answer
what
is
was the ending for that one again? All I remember is him at the airport, and then
It
Frasier was turned into an asshole. And
Frasier.
yeah, he voiced the bear.
Oh, okay. So it was really the conclusion of their story with Andy, the boy.
Oh, that's right. And they get
And he
dropped off at a
gives-
little girl.
Yeah, he gives it to like his cousin or I don't even know who the kid is. So it was like a completion of their story, and it was a great ending. For
I
that, 'cause
agree. That
that's-
was a good ending.
It's like, so why? And the reason why they're doing it is fucking money.
Well, yeah. Yeah.
I mean, those movies are guaranteed $1 billion, essentially. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, they want to keep that cash cow going. And since you brought that up, we can segue straight into Disney.
Oh, see how I did
Because-
that? Completely on purpose.
Of course, they own Pixar and they own everybody now. Let's talk about the Disney Fox acquisition first. I know a lot of people are like comic book nerds are like hyped because now maybe we'll get X-Men with our Avengers characters and all these other characters that have been out of the MCU and have arguably been done shitty like the Fantastic Four. There hasn't been a good Fantastic Four movie
I hate
yet.
those characters. I fucking hate the Fantastic Four. I've never liked the Fantastic Four. I think all the characters are stupid. Doctor Doom looks cool, but stupid.
See, the thing is, Disney's already done the Fantastic Four, but better with The Incredibles.
Yeah, I agree. Yes. The Incredibles, yes.
So,
I mean, Doctor Doom is essentially Metal Skeletor.
which is kind of metal.
Yeah. Yeah. See what I did there unbeknownst to myself?
Yeah.
No, it's just I don't give a shit about the Fantastic
Pipe
Four.
your gain down a little bit. I think you're peaking a little bit.
I'm peaking because I'm 44 years old. Where am
It's
I?
on the back. Yeah,
Is it the
twist.
Tell me.
Twist the knob on the back.
Do I twist it to my left or my right?
I don't.
Well, I'm looking at yours and it looks like I go left. Wait, no, I go right. Let's try it. How's
Is
that
it like
look?
righty
Is
tighty,
that
lefty
good?
loosey?
How's that good?
Yeah.
Better?
Yeah.
Okay.
See, look at you before
Yeah, I can see it.
and look at you after.
That's me excitable, and that's me. You're
That's-
You're taking me out of the.
Those waveforms are you on Viagra. This is you normal. So people are, yeah, I get the excitement, and I won't give those people shit for being excited about
Yeah,
that.
okay, isn't it a miracle though that you've got these Avenger movies with all these fucking superheroes in it that it even miraculously worked with Infinity War? There's no fucking way they're gonna keep making it work with some great screenwriters for all these other characters to mix in with other people. I'm not saying it's gonna be even more addition. I'm saying they're gonna be separate stories while you add in all these characters. I'm so tired of superhero
Like,
movies,
are you
man.
you're saying like you don't know how they're going to continue with a connected universe where everything kind
I
of
can
links
see them
together?
connecting it. I want it to be a good story.
Yes, I don't. The biggest problem I've had with Marvel movies as of late is that they are serving the purpose of the overall story versus the individual story. I
Yeah.
want to be able to go to a movie and just enjoy the movie. I don't want it to be like a lead in to this bigger event or like the next movie. I just want to enjoy the movie.
You did not see Captain Marvel?
Captain Marvel, yeah, I haven't seen it yet.
You know, we kind of have to watch that before we watch The Last Infinity. Right? Because you see in the trailer that, oh, there she is. And I'm sure there's some sort of connecting tie, what I would have missed.
See, I don't necessarily think you have to.
Oh, wait, that movie's set in the 80s, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think the only benefit that you get from watching Captain Marvel would be to know who she is and what her capabilities are. Because I think this movie's really just introducing her, and they already set up the how she comes into the fold with the end of Infinity War with the stupid pager.
Yeah.
But so I know people.
Motherfucker.
Yeah, motherfucker. So I know people are psyched, and that's cool. You can be happy about that. But Disney owning so much is such a terrible precedent to set. They're becoming this monopoly, and you should not want all of your entertainment coming from one source.
Yeah.
Because if that source has an agenda, they can put that across all of their shit and sell their agenda because you have no option but to watch it.
Yeah.
Also, it's allowing them so much power that they're going to be able to try to destroy other companies like Netflix.
Yeah, exactly.
Because
That's what I
now
was gonna say.
they are the controlling member of Hulu. So they can bully the other partners and say, okay, you guys got to take your content off of Netflix because they're already taking their content off for Disney Plus. So I think, I mean, that's the problem with any monopoly. Too much power, they'll start eating up everybody else and putting them out of business. Now, I mean, there is a potential that they get too big and they implode on themselves.
Yeah.
But I don't see that happening anywhere.
They should
in
just
the near
rename
future.
Earth Disney World instead of it just being in Florida.
Well, it's like Wall-E. That's they're by and large. They're the company that's going to take over everything.
Yeah, it's funny. Parody of itself.
They predicted their own future. Now, I will say the one thing that is kind of cool about them having their Disney Plus and being a bigger member of Hulu, they are the controlling, I believe, is they can do their more Disney family, kid-friendly stuff on Disney Plus
My hope is that they do exactly what I think you're about to say.
and do more adult stuff on Hulu.
I hope so.
Now, they've already announced, like Star Wars and Marvel shows, which is still catered to family, younger audience.
I don't watch any of them. I have no idea.
No. Like the ones that they've announced for Disney Plus. Like
Oh,
they're
announced. I'm sorry.
They're doing a whole series with Loki. Like
Yeah, what the fuck? And Hiddleston signed up for that? I mean, I get they probably...
they probably gave him a truckload of cash.
I know, but some self-respect, man. Have some.
Hey, man,
I'm serious.
are you saying that if say me and you were very notable actors,
Wait, we're
and
not?
then we've been doing film and like we did movies of Clownface and Gas Mask.
Okay.
And all of a sudden Hulu's like, we want to pay you a dump truck full of money to do Clownface and Gas Mask, but as TV show.
We're already in. As soon as they said we want to
See?
pay you, but we're in a completely different. I mean, Hiddleston's had some movies, he's been acting a while,
And he's-
stage everything. I mean, it's
Well, I said we are established actors.
yeah, but are we on our way out like me because of my age, or
No, you're just like you're on the uptake.
oh really?
Yeah, you're like Jackie Earl Haley. Like he didn't get noticed until he was of a certain age. You're that guy, but better looking.
Oh, thank you.
So I mean, I think so. If they do resurrect their Netflix Marvel shows like Daredevil, because
They have to
the
keep,
only
they have to keep the same actors.
I would hope so. The only reason those things got tanked is because of Disney,
Yeah.
like doing their own thing. They'll bring those to Hulu and not Disney Plus because they'll keep it
Yeah.
probably similar tone.
Did you watch Punisher?
No, I didn't.
I didn't either.
Wait, I watched the first season. I
Yeah, I
didn't watch
watched
the
first.
second.
I didn't either. It's weird because I like that actor.
Yeah.
And I like him as a Punisher, but for some reason, I'm just done with so many of these. And he's good, and he deserves his show to be watched. I'm sure I read many great raving reviews about it, but I didn't even watch. Did you ever watch the Daredevil with everybody else shit?
All the Defenders.
Yeah,
Yeah, it wasn't that good.
I couldn't even bring myself to watch it. I couldn't finish watching Luke Cage. I watched like 2 episodes, and I'm like, I just can't get into this.
I think Daredevil is their most successful show.
Yeah,
Jessica Jones following that one. Jessica Jones is interesting because it's
didn't even finish it.
not typical.
Yeah,
And I liked David Tennant in it as the weird
Didn't even get to
villain.
him.
Well, then you didn't make it very far at all.
No, like an episode.
Okay.
I was like, I can't get
Well,
into
so
it.
your opinion means jack shit to me right now.
Sorry, man. I just can't get into some of these shows. They're not like Buffy and Angel, which grab you quick because you're like, okay, this is campy. I get it. There's
So
entertainment here.
You're more of a WB.
Oh, you motherfucker.
DC.
Don't you do that shit to me.
No, like I fell into the trap of watching Arrow and Flash.
Oh, I can't watch that. I tried. I couldn't try. There's no way.
You couldn't watch Arrow?
No, couldn't. I saw the trailer for the show and said, no fucking way. Looks like dipshits. And I need to be careful when I say that because one of the main actors of that show was very sweet to my daughter because he's friends with my daughter's uncle and has recorded birthday messages on his phone and sent them, or on his
Didn't that
uncle's
guy
phone.
die in the show, though?
After like season 2 or 3.
Yeah.
He's a doctor in some other show now, but I forget what it is. Super nice guy. He got to watch me sing on stage at my brother-in-law's. What do you call that? What do you call my brother-in-law's husband? So he's my brother-in-law.
I think he's still brother-in-law.
Yeah. Well, it's not like yeah. I don't know how you. Is it my brother? Anyway, yeah. At his 40th birthday, had to get on stage and sing because I got forced to do karaoke. Like somebody put my fucking name in.
Nice.
And then I don't know why this actor didn't be like, look at this talent. I'm already in the biz. Put this guy on Arrow. You know, if you put me on Arrow, I'd have watched Arrow.
You know how you solve anything? If you want me to watch it, just put me in it.
Yeah.
Because obviously that's an improvement to the show.
I'd watch soap operas if you put me in one.
Dude.
Only a year though, and then I went out.
Soap opera, that is like...
That's like the deaths.
No, that is a prime gig, bud.
No way.
Oh, come on. Like, you do the most ridiculous plots of all.
Yeah, 3 steps, stop in that line you can't see by the camera, look
Nobody-
off to the distance.
But people watch them, and it's like, it's basically like a guaranteed job. Like, you're like, okay. Until they decide, like, oh, we got to kill you.
Yeah,
We got to spice it up.
and then they bring you
they'll
back.
bring you back. That's what I'm saying. Job security.
Yeah, some of those people literally are on those shows until they die, physically die.
But, like, as an actor, I know, like, it's like the Walmart of acting.
I love that you said, you should have seen his face as he said, as an actor.
But they get to explore their entire range because they get to come back as their evil twin. They get to fucking lose their memory.
Oh,
they
that's
get
true.
to, like, dry hump until they start a fire with their goddamn denim rubbing. It's got to be, like, kind of fun.
There's no way. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I watched that shit. Like when I moved here when I was 18, I live with, I live with a couple girls and I lived with a couple guys. Used to come. I had shitty hours working at McDonald's, so I'd come home and all that was on TV was soap operas. So I'd sit there and watch Days of Our Lives with my roommate, and I'm like, there's no fucking way I could do this every day. It's the same stupid shit, and every actor's doing the same 3 steps, the same 3 turns, the same 3 looking in the distance of upsetness or happiness or scheming, and it just rinses and repeats after every fucking commercial. I can't do it. Can't. I'm too proud of an actor.
So, do you have any worries about Disney's
Oh yeah.
takeover?
I'm scared to death. Even though they said they're not going to fuck with Deadpool, that they're going to fuck with Deadpool and not have it as raunchy. I don't even want them to tone it down a little bit. I mean, I want them to just give them freedom.
I was just saying about monopolies, but
Well,
if
I mean,
you're
they-
just worried about content.
They already own. I mean, okay. So when it originally happened, when they bought Star Wars off Lucas, okay,
Yeah, they bought Lucasfilm, yeah.
I was like, $4 billion fucking dollars. Disney's not going to be able to buy anything for probably 8 years.
And this
Bullshit.
was
They made
like-
back the $4 billion on like the first 2 Star Wars films.
No, they made back their money before the first movie came out.
Oh,
They
yeah.
made it on merchandise.
Oh, that's right, on the merchandise. I keep forgetting that they got the merchandise.
Yeah,
deal
they got
through-
everything.
through Lucas too. Yeah, that's just bullshit. Why don't we do stuff like that? Why didn't we buy Lucas? Just get a big ass loan, $4 billion.
Hey guys, I need 4 billion. It's gonna work out. Just listen. I know I drove here in a Ford Fiesta, but I guarantee you it can hold $4 billion.
We could do some sweet ass Star Wars films if we were in charge of it and owned the franchise, man. We'd make that shit dark. Dark. There ain't no Disney shit. There's no little fucking chickens that with big eyes that are sitting around. We wouldn't hire that dipshit that fucked up Last Jedi.
Yeah. Yeah.
I wouldn't be putting Princess Leia back in the movie when she's already passed.
Yeah, they had such a good opportunity. Let's drop it.
Okay,
We
sorry.
always somehow end up bringing that back up.
Yes, okay, so my concern is we're going to get the same level of entertainment through all of our movie franchises that we like so much because they're in controlling of what the level of those are going to be. So it's like almost, we're going to get, I'm afraid we're going to get nothing but bland films across all of our movie franchises that we like so much.
See, there's a couple reasons why I think it'll be fine. One, Deadpool is a tried and tested formula, and it makes a shitload of money.
You're not worried about
Disney,
them toning it down even a little
nope,
bit. You're
nope.
going to let all the dick jokes, let all that shit stick.
I think what they will end up doing is it'll still be Marvel, but it'll be called Marvel something else.
I hope so.
To denote that it is a more adult film, because I think that's the only thing they're worried about, because they see the dollar signs of Deadpool and how little Deadpool costs to make,
Oh, yeah.
and they're like, why would they change an equation when they can make a shitload of money?
I hope they name that movie that section of it fucking Mickey.
Yeah,
You can't say fucking Minnie. That's common because she's female. You think about that, but you put fucking Mickey, now you know it's going to be raunchy. It's going to be a little over the.
I don't know where you're going with this, and I don't want to go there. Anywho,
All you see is these hands coming up for their icon images. Two hands that are grabbing hold of Mickey's ears, pulling him down. Oh God, you're welcome, Disney. You're welcome. It's right there. I just gave it to you.
I think it's funny that you went straight to Deadpool when there are so many other films
I
that
could give
they
a
own
shit
now.
about the X-Men, dude.
What-
But they're gonna
no.
fuck aliens. They're gonna fuck aliens right out of the sky. That's the one I'm worried the most with.
I thought that's what you would be worried about.
No,
the most.
honestly, it's killing me. That is killing me.
Do you realize that the alien queen is now a Disney princess?
Oh, you motherfucker. I hate you so hard right now that you just said that. Does that mean Ripley's considered a princess too?
I think so.
Fuck all that.
You must be getting fucking emotional because you're
I'm
still
getting emotional.
You're
I'm
still
sorry.
hot
I'm
on the
sorry.
mic.
I'll keep trying.
Other
this.
one.
Is it higher? Oh, okay. And I'm going to try this again. Is that a little bit better? All right. Let me see if I get really upset about this shit. That's better. There.
That's better.
Sorry, people.
Sorry, everybody. Mike's been yelling at you this entire fucking episode. This is a good segue. Another reason why I'm not worried about. I mean, it still boils down to they know they can make money by doing. They know
right
they
way.
have to be diverse to make money. Like they know rated R movies make money, and some of the decision making is showing that they are willing to do things that you might not expect, namely, rehiring James Gunn to do Guardians of the Galaxy 3 after this whole
debacle
of
Guardians
like.
of the Galaxy 2 sucked. I'd give a shit if he's hired back.
I like him in general. Like I think he's interesting. Have you seen his like Slither? Like the
Slither was great.
yeah, like that's him. I never saw that one where the Dwight from The Office is a superhero.
I did.
Was that any good? I just like when he hit that dude with a wrench at the like movie theaters.
Yeah, it was. It had great potential.
Yeah,
It just didn't.
just didn't make it.
It didn't make it for me. Yeah.
See, I think he's an interesting filmmaker because he's kind of quirky and weird.
Yeah.
And if you ever saw his little short videos, the PG porn,
No.
fucking hilarious. You're gonna have to look those up. It has some Firefly people in it. It has
Oh, it's got Nathan Fillion.
Nathan Fillion
Nice.
and Tudyk.
Oh, nice.
Really funny stuff. But what I appreciate about this is everyone got all fucking hot and bothered about some really not good taste of jokes that he made on Twitter many, many years ago.
11 years ago or something, yeah.
And he's apologized for him. And this is like, we brought this up in the last episode where everything's so black and white. People are like, okay, well, he said that, he's a piece of shit. Completely ignoring the time that went from when he did that to now to think that people could change and grow or become better.
You know, what I don't like about it is, like, Daniel Tosh. I love him. I think he's hilarious. His whole thing is he can say whatever the fuck he wants on Twitter, right? Because you expect that he's not being serious. It's just sarcasm.
That's just Daniel
Why
Tosh.
the fuck can't somebody like Gunn or somebody else make something where he's just trying to be, you know, hardcore funny, but it's not his belief, but he's just trying to make a statement to get a reaction, right? Just like Daniel Tosh does. But he is chastised to hell and back for 11 years ago now. But Tosh can say whatever the fuck he wants at any point in time, and you just say, "Oh, he's not serious."
See, I think Tosh was ahead of his time. He knew what was coming.
I agree with you.
So he established, I need to be as crass and ridiculous now, so people just expect that from me, and I can say what the fuck I want for the rest of the time.
Yes.
Everyone else was like doing shock value humor, like Gunn on Twitter. Now they're like, oh man, that dude wants to fuck kids.
Yeah.
And like, let's ignore Bryan Singer, who actually fucked kids.
Yeah, right. And Kevin Spacey.
And Kevin Spacey.
God, that still kills me. Like, you know.
But so
anyway,
back to that, like, it shows that Disney, well, part of it's probably still money because the Guardians movies made shitloads of money for them. So, and also the cast all stuck up for him in a joint letter, which is unheard of.
Yeah.
But it showed that Disney, even like if I'm ignoring the money part, that they were willing to say, okay, this guy said some shit back then, really bad taste of joke. We're not going to submit to the mob and like,
yeah, I know
like throw him under the bus forever.
Yeah.
And rehire him, even though with a lot of people, because they're so hopped up on this bullshit, will not see the movie now.
Yeah.
They're willing to like, hey, okay, this guy did good work for us. We like people like he's changed. We'll give it back to him. And
which, by the way, I thought they would never do. Like that's
Right.
just something that's not done. Once they're fired, they're fired.
Yeah. And apparently they supposedly they never saw any other director, that they didn't know. Like they were just basically, they removed him while they were basically thinking it out.
Yeah.
And they didn't actually see anybody else. Although Taika Waititi on Twitter was like, whoa, I thought I was directing this thing. So it shows that they're willing to make some decisions that might not be popular.
Yeah.
So if they're willing to do that,
it's like there's this hope for Alien and Deadpool.
So well, what I'm saying is like I think the worry that they're going to water everything down is a little bit blown out of proportion. Specifically with Marvel characters, I'd say that's a bigger worry, just because they have their interconnected MCU and they want to be able to, you know, mix and match their characters. Because everyone would love to see a Deadpool Spider-Man movie.
I saw that pop up online today.
Or
why? Why? I would love to see. Honestly, the only thing I'd like to see besides the Cable thing, which they did, is Wolverine, and it's not going to happen with Hugh. But I would love to see that because
now the funny thing is, Hugh Jackman like wanted to be in the MCU so bad, and people have been speculating like, now that it's there, do you think Disney could throw enough fucking money at him?
Oh, there's a number.
Like,
there's always a number.
Come on back, Hugh. Come on back. People like to have Hugh Jackman away from the character for like, I don't know how many years it's been. I guess Logan wasn't that long ago, like a year or two ago.
Well,
Anyway, let's say he's gone from the character for.
Didn't it come out the same year as that shitty Last Jedi movie?
God damn it! Stop it!
I think it did.
Just fucking drop it.
Can't, man. Can't do it. Look, I didn't shit on Phantom Menace as much as I'm shitting on Last Jedi, and that is saying something, my friend.
I know it is, and that's fair. Say he's been gone from the character for 5 years by the time, like, and they just drop like Deadpool 3, Deadpool versus Logan, and they show Hugh Jackman, and people would just shit their pants.
Oh,
and
yeah.
that movie would fucking make a shitload of money.
I will see it 3 times in one day if they did that. I really would do that. It's going to be that great.
I mean, especially like if you just watched like the bullshit that Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman do together. Did you see like their
Oh, yeah.
their commercials?
Oh, so funny! It's so. I love the one. I love the one where he was promoting the Avion Jet. He's like, I don't even drink this shit, and just pours it out on the table. My God, I was laughing so hard. So good.
So good. So, yeah, as far as like Marvel characters, I think there is a little bit of worry of watering down. But the only rated R character right now is Deadpool.
Yeah.
That has been established and successful as a rated R thing.
Logan.
I mean, Logan was, but that was Hugh Jackman's,
Last hurrah.
swan song
Yeah.
as Wolverine. So the only remaining rated R franchise is Deadpool. So
Well, now I sorry, but to go on this, now I want Disney to buy out Sony
so they can get Spider-Man.
so they can get Venom. Because
they can get Venom.
because they'll let them do if this is correct what you're saying, and I'm not disagreeing with it. I'm just hoping, right? Then Venom could actually be rated R, like Tom Hardy wants him to be.
Right. The problem with that was they were going to make it rated R. It was announced that it was going to be rated R. Then they fucking switched gears because they were like, well, maybe we can be with Spider-Man one day.
Yeah,
That was the whole reason they switched.
it just bothers me.
Yeah, I agree. So right now, Deadpool's the only character to worry about, and they've gone on record saying that,
They're not going to touch it.
hey, that
supposedly.
formula works.
Yeah.
We see room for a rated R, comic book franchise. So hopefully that means Deadpool's intact. I think if they tried to water it down, Ryan Reynolds would bail.
Oh, I think he would absolutely.
I mean, this is his own personal playground. I think it's the happiest he's ever been with a film because he has so much freedom in it that character is him. My worry is that other planned rated R films like X-Force might get either like swept aside or watered down.
Yeah.
There's already a bit of casualty because that New Mutants movie.
Yeah, I wanted to see that.
Well, apparently it was going to go through. They had ideas to go through like extensive reshoots for it, but that I think they wanted to add Daphne from Logan for to be X-23.
Oh, okay.
That is in the thing too, which would be cool. But now they're not going to do those reshoots, and I think they're just going to be like, okay, it is what it is, and I don't even think they're going to give it a theatrical release. There's a rumor that they're just going to put it on Disney Plus.
Oh, that
and
would
that's
piss
it.
me the fuck off because I'm not getting Disney Plus. It's not happening. I could give a shit. There's nothing they're going to put on that's going to make me, unless they put a fucking Alien franchise in it. But it wouldn't be on Disney Plus because it'd be too dark.
Right. So, I mean, there will definitely be some casualties. Like marketing's getting like another big thing about this whole acquisition is they're expecting to lose like between 400 and 1,000 jobs or maybe even more.
Really?
Yeah. Like that's just the casualty of this situation. A lot of the marketing teams gone. So any movie that Fox was promoting right now,
Yeah.
marketing is going to change up or be less. So the next X-Men movie, for example, like marketing is probably not going to be great for it right now.
I don't have high hopes for that film.
I don't either. Which is a shame because I really liked the first couple.
Yeah, not at the Apocalypse one. That was bad.
I mean, the Days of Future Past was baller because it connected back to the original ones and it was very satisfying. Which, I mean, it's a shame because they have such good actors. in it. But I think after Phoenix gone, they're going to reboot the fuck out of that and bring it into the MCU, which is fine.
So we're going to see somebody else being bald in a chair.
Yeah.
Exciting.
I know Xavier's not the most exciting character in the world, but you know.
Can we just see an X-Men film that is nothing but evil mutants and them killing and destroying things, and the bad guys in it flip it on its tail is the X-Men coming to try to stop them, but they just keep defeating the X-Men and wiping people out.
That'll never happen. But if they actually did a Wanted movie like the comic,
Yeah.
you'd get something like that. Because in the
that's true.
comic, it was assassins and they were like supervillains. So,
Yeah.
and they had killed, they actually had dimensional travel, and they were going to all the dimensions and just killing all the heroes.
Yeah. Let's do that. Let's
Yeah.
see that.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Thing is, I don't think that appeals to as big of an audience as you might think. I think if they're ever going to do something like that, they're going to test the waters out on TV first.
I'm sick of the public wanting a happy fucking ending every time. It literally makes me sick. to
Well,
my
I mean,
stomach.
they might not. I think that's just that might just be perception.
How are you not bored of always knowing that the good guy's going to win at the end? How's that not bore the shit out of you?
Well, I think some TV shows,
Like Game of Thrones, for example.
Well-
No fucking idea how that's going to end.
right? So I was about to say, I was actually going to bring that up.
Yeah.
I think some TV shows might be preparing audiences for that kind of storytelling. Because, I mean, the first season of Game of Thrones, Ned Stark, he was your main man. He's my boy Stark.
We should have
And
an
then-
episode on this because I don't think I've shared with you a revelation of me watching the show. Who I think ends up on the final throne, and they've been showing it to us since the very first episode. Because I rewatched all of it with Ethan. Mm-hmm. The very first thing, it's in the title sequence. I think they've been hitting us over the head with it the entire time. Who sits on the throne at the end, and
Okay,
they've been
well-
telling you over and over and over again.
We can touch on that.
We reach under the table right now and touch on
No,
it?
I don't want to touch on that.
Oh,
No.
you meant the show.
Which I was going to ask you, when the show starts up again in April, do we want to change the pace of the podcast for the duration of the last season to be about recapping or like talking about the episodes? I thought that could be kind of fun.
It could be fun. We could always, yeah.
So,
Let's discuss this while they listen to us.
yeah. You guys are part of this decision.
I think this is what I think. I think we should spend a portion of the 30 minutes that we roughly talk and recap. Yes.
Okay.
Because then we can play around with the theories, which will obviously sway left and right the whole
Right.
time after every episode.
Yeah. Okay. I'm into that. Let's wrap this one up though.
Yeah.
So as far as Disney goes, I'm definitely a little weary of the monopoly and what kind of precedent that's setting. I'm not as worried about, some of the film franchises that they've gotten, because I know that they see the money potential and why fuck up a formula by, watering it down. Plus, they've owned other production houses before that have done more adult content before. I don't think that's a worry. I think more specifically with Marvel characters, them watering them down to be part of the greater MCU is the bigger worry with that.
Yeah.
But otherwise, I'm just a little worried about the monopoly is all.
Because they're Walmart. You're trying to say they're the Walmart of the movie business.
No, I mean, Walmart doesn't have a monopoly.
They're not very family.
Stop hiding behind your fucking little pop protector thing. Do you have any final thoughts?
No. I'm doing house chores and shit, so I'm not doing anything with my life.
I'm trying to fucking wrap up that digital painting of Harold Ramis as Egon, but I have been not on my game lately. But I'm also doing some house stuff. Hopefully, in the next couple days, installing some new light fixtures in here, make it look super sexy. Put some dimmers on. We can have some mood lighting.
Oh, I like the sound of that.
Oh yeah.
All right. Well, until next time, motherfuckers. We're bored in Ohio.
You didn't even need the cue that time, bud.
You proud of me?
You're just feeling it.
Oh, I'm
You're feeling yourself.
the whole time.
You're all like-
The last 40 minutes.
God damn it.